Good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the Morning from the new house. Yay! And it's March 11th for those of you who didn't notice that. Good morning, Raiders. How are you guys doing? So we got here I am the great Cornholio joining us with a party of three. Thank you so much. Cosmic Sandtrap. I was going to make that Cosmic Sandtrap, but that wasn't working. Julie, Chris, hi everybody. So I am in the new house. I have the office a little set up. I don't have a lot of stuff in here, so if you hear kind of a weird echoey to it, it's because right now there's the computers, the desk, and Loki. None of the usual stuff that's in the background that absorbs some sounds, but yeah, I'm here. It's not all here. There's still a few things left of the townhouse that have to come over. Momulin's in Momulus. Of course, it's new Momulus. Dante painted a picture, a map of new Momulus, which I've got. This will be one of the first pieces that goes up. I don't know if I'm going to put this here downstairs. I think it'll be in the front room where everyone can see it. So as you walk into the house, which is a small house, same size as my old house, you get in, and what's the first thing you see over the mantelpiece? You see that picture from TNG called The First Family. It's everybody, all the main people from this series, not including Wesley. And it's a black and white photo, very well-known picture. And I have it autographed by everybody except Michael Dorn. And unfortunately, it's framed and it's going to be very hard to take out of there. How are the little ones acclimating? Well, yeah, it's been stressful. They're both up here. I can't go any place without them being with me. What's going to be interesting is I have to go back to work. I took most of last week off for mental health reasons because I was losing it. And I was sitting at one of my boss's desks doing some filing, and the other boss came and said, "Hey, how are you doing?" I said, "Terrible." And he goes, "Why don't you go home? Take as much time as you need. Come back when you're ready." And this is why I love my job. However, it is payday or payroll day today, so I have to go back. So the doggos are going to have to figure this one out. But the cool thing is, about 4 this morning, which is 3 this morning according to the clocks because we had the time change on Saturday night, they're like, "Come on, we need to go out, we need to go out." I go, open the back door from my bedroom, and they're like, "Oh, this is good." Went outside, did what they needed to do, came back, scratched the door, got back up, opened the door. They jumped back into bed, and we went back to bed for an hour. But yeah, they're still a little freaked out by it's not the old place. Once they discover we have a huge park across the street, I think they'll be happier. We'll figure that one out. And since we did have the time change, I hope you all noticed that your endeavors just popped up. So today we've got Zenkethi ships, we've got a little plasma damage in space, Fifi, and a little phaser. Excuse me, Fifi. You know what? I don't have to yell at her for barking anymore. There's no one else who lives next to me. Well, I mean, they live next to me, but they don't live in a building that's attached to me. Fifi, go bark. Go have fun. But it's still noisy. It'll be better when there's furniture in the house, which there isn't at the moment, except for the couch. Trying to see if that's registering. Can you bark again, Fifi? Oh, yeah, that shows up there. So, I haven't done my endeavors for the day, obviously. They just changed. More to the point, I haven't done my events for the day. So, anybody up for doing some stuff? I do want to do red alerts for this morning, but I can do that before I go to work if we need to. Let's see, what does the ship have? The ship has plasma. I could do this on plasma. Anyone up for a little, let's see, 5 Undine, 2 Iconian TFOs, and a bunch of Herc frigates. For the bunch of Herc frigates, Chris, would you like to do a little swarm? Oh, hang on, I'm going to have to jump to a ship that's got other toys on it, because that's not this one. Let's see, plasma and phasers. You know what? I bet if I take this ship out. Let's see if I can throw some plasma on here. Do I have any plasma? Let's see. How much plasma? Not a lot. And let's look at phasers. There we go. I got enough phasers on there. We can get this done. Anybody else want to join us to start off with Swarm? Team Cornholio. Anybody? Do you want to join us? It's Federation. You know what else I forgot to do? I forgot to buy a lottery ticket on Friday. I don't think I won the lottery. Just out of curiosity. Let's see. Powerball for the 9th. Oh, jackpot for tonight is 532 million, so I guess we're going to have to go try that one. And Mega Millions. Next one is 735 million, and that is tomorrow night. Oh, we're definitely investing $2. Well, apparently I didn't miss my chance. So if I win one of them, then I can buy Deka, I guess it is now. I can't imagine they want more than 300 million for it. That'd be good. And if I win both of them, I can buy Deka with it and have some leftovers. Woohoo. Okay, well, it looks like it's just Chris and me running out for the Swarm, so let's get Swarm going here. So I'm about 3 days in and I've already decided... Oh, no, 13.5 hours. You go eat and you sleep, absolutely. That's crazy. I've done it, but that's crazy. I did a 24-hour once, and at about hour 18, I'm kind of falling asleep at the keyboard, and Frost came on, and he's like, why don't you just go take a nap, and I'll cover the next few hours. Thank you, Frost. It wasn't a long nap, but it was a nap. Wee woo, Chris? Okay, there we go. We'll do a little Swarm here. Should get my damage with this one. So I have moved in here. I've been here all of like 3 complete nights now. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, 3 complete nights. And the dogs are okay with this sleeping. It's when they're awake during the day that they get kind of freaked out. But okay, you can live with that. However, I've decided I don't like my kitchen because there's lots and lots of little cabinets. I think that defines this couple that did all work here. It's lots of cute little knick-knacky spaces, which you can tell is too knick-knacky and too spacey because I keep finding stuff. So this year I think we'll revamp a few minor things. Next year we're going to think about revamping the entire downstairs bedroom, closet, bathrooms. Chris, I'm going to get this one at the back of Gamma. Well, truly, the plan is to win the lottery this year and next year. I mean, it's my turn, isn't it? I haven't won it yet. I'm entitled. Oops, did we miss one? We missed one. Thought I got this one earlier. Oh, well, somebody's on their way over there. If I win the lottery, I'd still do all the work I'm planning on doing here. And then selling the house.
Well done.
But there's the interior, and then there's the exterior of the house. So there's a little bit of stuff to be done here. None of it is essential for keeping the place running.
Satellite is back online. It will launch tractor mines against the hook ships.
Well, Chris, it wasn't a new house. It had previous tenants, which means you're living with their repairs and their version of upgrades. And a lot of that was based on, personal taste. The fact that the kitchen has drawers that are too small for me to put my silverware in it. And it's a tiny kitchen. And I don't plan to move for 5 years because, oh my God, the thought of moving again. I moved from Chicago to Indy last year, then moved from Indy to Indy last year, and then moved from Indy to Indy this year. I'm tired of moving, guys. I have other stuff I want to do. Well, I am going to sell the house if I win. After I upgrade it to everything I want it to be, make it an amazing little house. Just to practice. Have some fun. Okay, so where I live, the houses are middle level houses. I don't know what you want to call that. Middle level income. Maybe on the lower side, you need to have 2 working parents to make this work. The houses immediately behind me are $1.5 million, $1.6 million. Not exactly McMansions, but definitely big houses and big yards. So upscaling this house, I probably would be able to get a little bit more for it, because even though the houses in this direct block would be slightly lower price, the fact that you're sitting next to $1 million homes does make it a little bit nicer. I will sell the house and buy a new one, Chris, if there's enough money left over after I buy Deka.
The last of the refugee ships aboard. Herc's ship spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there.
By the way, Chris, how are you doing on your frigates?
Herc dreadnought on sensors. Be careful.
Where is it? I figured you would be.
Refugee ships heading
There it
down
is.
escape route Alpha. Protect them.
There it is? No, it isn't. There it is. It's right behind me. Hate is in the strike group chat at the moment, not our chat, but strike group chat, and pointed out, this is funny, I cannot queue for a TFO with more than 50 items in your overflow bag. That's correct, you can't. So if anybody's in Indy and wants to help me take the 8,000 boxes of stuff out of my garage and put them in the house, get yourself a workout.
We're speeding up the evacuation. All lanes.
I need to get all the boxes empty because at the end I was just throwing things into boxes before the movers got there.
Ships heading down escape
And I
route
don't know what I did with all my stereo cables. I got the speaker cables all set up. Speakers are wired, set up to the amplifier. Found the preamp, the turntable, tuner, DVD player. I think I have a cassette player someplace too. I think it's in a box. But I haven't found the good old school RCA cables for it. And they were all brand new. I just bought them when I got it in the stereo when I brought the stereo into this house. Less than 6 months ago. The ones prior to that had been in place for 15 years maybe a little bit longer than that. And they had gotten glued into place by the sheer lack of movement, dirt, and dust accumulating around them. And unfortunately, I have to get a new needle because it slipped out while I was moving. And unfortunately, it's set up for moving coil, which is a little on the expensive side. Translation, I can get a new sump pump or I can get a new cartridge for my turntable.
Get over there.
I presume people still make needles and cartridges and stuff for turntables.
Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them.
Well, I guess Loki's settling in just fine. She's sound asleep in my lap right now. I have no idea where Fifi is. She's probably downstairs. She discovered the squirrels yesterday! She was doing the I don't like this new place and then saw that there were squirrels in her backyard. And she wasn't on a leash and she could go chase them. Only take things out of boxes if I need them. Julie, I have been living in boxes for 4 or 5 years now. We were planning, probably 6 years. When my mother-in-law passed away, a long time ago, all of her stuff that was here or there in Illinois got moved to our garage, so we no longer could put the cars away. My husband never unboxed it, so by the time we actually got to it, most of it had been chewed up by mice. So I had boxes and boxes of mouse to take care of. But while that was going on, we were preparing to move to Indianapolis, because that had been our desire. My desire is to move in closer to my son. So we started boxing up stuff and putting it in the garage and then moving all of that to storage here in Indy. Until my husband passed away. And then I had to start boxing up even more and more of it because I had to move down here because this is where my job was and my son was. So, 6 years of living in boxes. I want every single box done out of there, except the stuff that has to remain in storage that I'm holding for somebody else. And then, of course, we have the ever-popular, you throw things into boxes that are all identical and you don't know what's in them until you open them up. And it's just one of those, might as well put it away. Alright, so that killed my phaser and that killed my plasma damage. Yay! So we did that one. Chris, I need to do a red alert. Would you like to join me for a really quick red alert? Okay, let me cue us up here for a really quick red alert. Wee woo. There we go. Yeah, this should take a whole... No, oh, the lane's even faster. I love not having any opening storyline. Here's the briefing. Here's what you do. Blah, 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 blah. Just go shoot things. Anyway, today's moving project after work is to go get my big TV set and haul that over here. It's so big, it's the only thing that can fit in the car, so the dogs can't come with me, which I'm sure they're not going to be crushed about. Ooh, so much for that tarantula. Did we ever get the other one? I guess we got the other one, yes. Well, that was painless. Do I actually need anything? Lucari. And besides that, Julie, I really want to put my car in the garage. There are so many advantages of putting the car in the garage. It was raining all weekend. It would have been really nice to have been able to put the car in the garage. Okay, Chris, you said we've got 5 Undine and 2 Iconian TFOs. Let's see what we got for Iconians. Nothing overlaps yours or mine. You want to do a quick gateway? Yeah, I was going to say 5 Undine we probably can do. How about we do a gateway to kick this off? We are queued for that. So no show tonight because, it's Monday, and typically I'll be going to class on Monday nights, but with all this stuff needing to still come over, wee woo. There we go. But with like 10 more loads of stuff having to come over, we are not going to be doing a show tonight. Yeah, time change. Okay, so here's time change. It happened obviously Saturday night into Sunday. My alarm set for 4:30. And it goes off and I am exhausted. I've been moving furniture and up since 3 in the morning. I'm just beat. Alarm goes off and I know it's Sunday. I don't have to get up. And the dogs are like, hey, oh, thank you for the follow. So nice of you. But the dogs are like, hey, if you're getting up to turn off the alarm clock, I'm not getting up, I'm just turning over. Can you let us out? Can we go take a walk? Sure. Opened up the door. They went out. I went to the kitchen. And the kitchen is showing me that it's 3 in the morning. Huh? Oh, I must have misset the alarm or something like that. I couldn't remember it, but I have been known to get up at crazy hours to go do missions. 24-hour or 20-hour timer and all that for cooldowns. See if I can actually get here and start shooting things. There we go. Go back to bed, look at my alarm, and it's still set for 4:30. And okay, what? Oh, time change. But we gained an hour, right? No, lost an hour. No, I want to go back to. Oh, it's Sunday. I can go back to bed. So I find that as being a really good argument for retirement. Other than getting up for you guys, I don't have to get up at 4:30 in the morning if I retire. Well, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's see if we're getting anywhere close to where I want to be for this year. 981. 19 to go. 19 to go and we will be there. Yay. Maybe. Great. Only one thing there. How did I get that much stuff in my inventory? Oh, I got a lot of stuff in my inventory. Okay. Oh, sorry, shipyard isn't gotten done. My bad. On my way, shipyard. There they are. I'll go back here then. Chris, I can take planet side if you want to take base side.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
See if I can stay in range while I do this.
Those gateways are emitting intense levels of beta radiation. Close them. The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet. The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
Hey, Joshua.
Starbase are moving toward the planet.
Am I not in Discord? Hang on, let me jump into Discord. There we go, I'm in Discord now. I had forgotten to turn on Discord.
How are you?
I'm tired. How are you?
Good. If I turned in my dill for Zen, I'd have 900 and some Zen. Yeah.
Good thing.
The grind to get the packs.
Oh, what, the Infinity Packs?
No. Why the hell would I go for them?
Because I opened I opened 2 of them and got the ship.
Right.
Oh, of course, no. I've been playing 14 years. I've gotten 3 ships now in total in 14 years. So my usual thing is I get the packs with whatever Zen I've got, sell the packs on the exchange, and use that to buy the ship. Much easier, and then I'm guaranteed of getting what I want.
Oh, I don't know if you've been noticing your numbers are getting of.
Oh yeah, everybody's mentioned that. But see, I know everybody's been talking about it, but I don't play the game that way, so I don't really notice it.
Actually, you know something? In reality, it doesn't affect you. Or I haven't noticed it. I'm still hitting just as hard.
Yeah. I think if you're watching the numbers, it absolutely is an issue, but not everybody plays the numbers that way. You know, everybody... What was it? I think it was Kel who once said this is a theme park, and everybody has the rides they like. or don't like. And the thing is, you get to play just those rides if that's what you want.
Yeah.
Let me respond to...
You're on early.
No, I'm not.
The troop transports from the
Because
starbase
normally, my time, you're normally on between 10 and 11, 11 and 12.
Yes, we had a time change this weekend. So on Sunday we lost 1 hour. Yeah, so Sunday at 2 a.m. it suddenly became Sunday at 3 a.m. So where I used to be on, let's say at 9 your time, I'm now on at 10 your time.
Hmm.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
Mm. 120 levels to go.
Congratulations. I'm hoping we get another upgrade in levels reasonably soon because I'm sitting on so many on this account.
They might not. Until the full transition has been complete.
They might not, it's hard to tell.
Yeah. I have a feeling they're not going to upgrade it until the full transition has been completed.
The troop transports from the starbase.
Chris is at Endeavor rank 600 today. Congratulations, Chris. My one thought about why they might institute it, it's not really a high level thing, but they might do it just to keep players engaged because, I'm sorry, alerts are not keeping me engaged.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
Oops, what do I want to do?
Oh boy. That's not a fun one. Oh boy.
What'd you get?
Defeat Tholian's ground.
Easy peasy, just tedious.
Moving toward the planet.
Yeah.
How many did you get?
That was the Green Endeavor.
Oh, okay. So that's like, what, 10 or 20? 10, right?
10. Yeah.
Yep.
Here comes the sucky one.
Okay.
Defeat 2 captains on the ground.
Easy peasy. Oh, come on.
Actually,
Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
and then 30 Terran ships in the battle zone.
Easy peasy again.
Every time I've done the captains, I've gone to
Nimbus?
Nimbus.
Yeah. You can do them on home, too. Yeah, but what was the one we were just doing all the time? Parallel for Pavo also does it. There's a bunch of captains in that one.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not completely burned out on Parallel for Pavo. Or, sorry, Pavo Dissension.
Actually, I only did it one time.
Oh.
And that's with you guys.
No, for me that was the easiest one to just sit there and do. That's a good point. Ashi says, Wish Upon a Star will get you both of those. It's got Tholians and a few captains. It does. It's actually a great one if you need Tholian ships and Tholian on ground if you do the whole thing. However, it does take a little bit of time. However, unlike the newer episode, you can speedrun it pretty well.
Yeah.
I was doing it with a new tune and... Not a new tune, but a newer tune that hadn't done it and zipped through it in, I don't know, 20 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
If you just F throughout the dialogue. The dialogue's not that good. And I went back to it, and other than that one cutscene at the end after Kumarki's brethren ship gets picked up by the Etherians, that's the only thing that kind of leads into the next two episodes.
Let's be honest, the Etherians... Let's see what goes on, because
They're evil. I'm sorry, they are evil. We know they're evil.
They haven't stated their intentions yet.
Oh, they're here to help us. For the captains on Nimbus, you can camp out at the stronghold. There's ones that beam in about every 2.5 minutes at the top of the gateway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, pick up the mission from Yamlinuk, whatever his name is. Yamlinuk. There is one for I think it's the Orion encounter. It's not Beasts of the Desert, and it's not Orion Contraband. It's the other one. I don't know if I've got it queued up here or not. Oh.
You know the Orion spawns anyway.
Yeah, but you can also pick up the captain, picking it up from a mission, and you can then pick it up from triggering it. Apparently I need to do red alerts 3 more times today. You up for another red alert, Chris? I also have to switch my other account since I got the toys. Okay. Let me queue up another one here, then I'm going to jump to my other account. It's shooting stuff. It counts. I don't think we'll be out of this in time to do Gateway a second time. So this will be the first time I've driven from the new house to work, which should be about the same distance as my old place. We will see. But the cool thing is now to go to work, I no longer have to get completely dressed and wait to come back in and then make my breakfast and walk out the door. Because the dogs just have to go outside and I can make breakfast, except I haven't found my food processor yet to make my breakfast.
So how's the new home?
It's a bunch of boxes. I still have a few more things to move over from the old place. I had told the movers what I was moving, and they had moved me before, so they brought, let's say, a 20-foot truck. They looked at everything and said, prioritize, because it's not all going to fit on here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, the fragile stuff, the telescopes and all that stuff, you don't have to take. Ooh, I can put my telescope out in the backyard. Ooh. I haven't had my telescope out back for a long time.
Well, I choose going to the lowest instance, or would you go to a more populated instance to get the rares to spawn?
Oh, you can trigger them to spawn for... You're talking captains, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can make them spawn. That's easy. If you're going to go sit there at the stronghold, go to the emptiest instance. If you want to trigger them yourself, doesn't matter. So the Yamlin Nuck you can trigger yourself. And it gets you extra dilithium. Oh, there we go.
So in both instances are similarly full at the moment.
Well, yeah, that's because it just triggered for everybody here in the States. Oops, that's not the way I want to go. That's where I want to go.
Wow.
Yeah,
the scorpion's already dead.
Yeah, oh no, the big scorpion dies fast.
Because people don't know how to leave it alone.
Well, they want to get their captain too, you know.
Some of them just kill it for sport.
I'm going to bet people are killing it for captains too. Plus, it is dilithium. Okay, so that's 8,000 dilithium there. Red alerts take 5 minutes. My butt, they take 5 minutes.
They need to either increase the time it takes.
Well, for this stupid little mini event that occurs between big events, this is fine. I have no issues with that. Hang on one second. I'm going to switch accounts, Chris. And then we can run it again. I grab a different character. There you go. So if it did this one, this should be on the last one. Yeah, this will be the last one here. Joshua, do you want to join us for 2 fast red alerts?
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, it is very rare for a red alert to take more than 5 minutes. That's why for this mini event, it's just like, boop, boop, you're done. Chris, I sent you an invitation to this new one, I think. Oh, yeah, it says you're in the team, but you're not in the team. Oh, this tune has got defeat Tholians on Nukara, plasma damage on the ground, and Terran ships in the battle zone. Of course it does. Wee woo? So we have the new meta event starting on Thursday, I believe. And that will be... What are the 2 that are coming up? It's the Tholian one. Azure Nebula, I think, is one.
And Vault Snad.
Oh, Vault. I actually like that one, but it's long. Azure Nebula, though.
They need to remove the part with the vault, with the Tholian web.
But I like that part. That's what makes it fun. It used to be more fun with the old school one, where there's always a decent chance you weren't going to make it because you had to think so 3-dimensionally.
Yeah.
You know what they could do if they wanted to really mess with people? Is come up with a TFO type trigger in the TFO where if you hit this certain spot, you regress in time 1 minute to where the game was so you could fix any mistakes, like unkill yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we have a spatial thing that if you're getting close to dying, it will bump you out. Oh, well, that was easy.
Okay, somebody's just droning everything in the area.
Yep. That happens. I'm going to pick that reward, Chris, or claim that, and then we can rerun that again. So let's go here, here, da-da-da-da-da. Here we go again.
Personally, they're not.
Weeboo?
Personally, I don't think this small event should not have happened, but there we go.
Well, they're micro events. If you don't win them, it's just an upgrade.
Yeah.
The world doesn't end if you don't run these. But I don't think we need to do events all the time, to be honest.
Yay, got my 2 captains on ground.
Yay! You know how to trigger them, right?
No.
Oh! Okay.
I wait for them to spawn naturally.
Well, you can make them spawn. The Stronghold Captain ones will spawn every 2.5 minutes, but outside the city, where the Nausicaan Guard, or the Nausicaan Warrior pops up, you can make that happen. Inside the city, there are a couple of places where there are Nausicaans taunting the locals. If you go in and interfere with them 3 or 4 times, depends on the map, it will make the hostage situation pop up. And you can do that if there's no one around or if there's a bunch of people around. Because all you have to get is the warrior at the end. That gives you time to run out of the city if you're in there when it starts.
Yeah.
The scorpion gets triggered when there's 4 bunches of scorpions that have been killed. And you can get the Romulans to trigger at the satellite by killing 4 bunches of worms right around the satellite. You can get the Gorn Engineer to trigger by killing the Gorns in the canyon from the entry to the canyon down. It's usually 4 bunches of them.
Yeah, I've done some of them.
Yep.
You know, some of them, but I didn't know they were actual triggers.
Yep, they're actual triggers. There's almost a whole, either 3 bunches or 4 bunches of killing them. And the Ayala Queen, if nobody's triggered it, it should be the 4 bunches of sandworms closest to where she spawns. And we have a commercial running here.
Yeah. I was talking to Endeavour, you know, as I do. And even he's not bothering to reslot his bridge officers. Because one of the workarounds for that type of stuff is to reslot your bridge officers and officially do it that way every time you enter a map. That's how you fix it. That's only if you're doing a full damage pass in, you know, IAC or something.
Right.
Then I would suggest it.
For plebs like me,
No,
it's good.
But I've got a feeling they're going to fix this pretty quickly because that is a
For a lot of
major
people,
bug.
For a lot of people, it's a big bug. So my next question is, do I put a coffee machine up here in this room? Or is this my exercise for the day, going up and down the stairs to get coffee?
Well, that's completely down to you, and, well, you'll be quicker to refreshments.
That's true, but then you have to bring everything up and take the garbage back down and yada, yada, yada. So probably time-wise, it's more exercise and better for me to run up and down the stairs. However, I turned off all the heat upstairs, and it's a little cooler than I wanted it to be. But my computer's a lot quieter now that I've cleaned all the intake vents. Didn't realize it had gotten quite that dusty.
I'm going to use my mission shortcut to get to the Badlands.
Absolutely. Which one do you use?
War.
I'm sorry, say again? Spoils 4? Oh, that'll do it. That's a good one.
Because guess what? It takes you directly outside of it.
Well, like Sphere of Influence is my shortcut over to New Romulus. And from there you can get to the Gateway pretty quick.
You know what I used to get to Gateway? Step between the stars.
Oh, that'll do it too.
That jumps you straight to the gate.
Yeah, it would. Does anybody need to do anything? Oh, we're in a commercial break here.
To complete the Terran Battle Zone.
No, well, I'll do that later. Chris, do you want to do those 5 Undine? We could do... I don't have time to do the good one. What else has got Undine in it besides Battle Zone? Any TFOs? Or any patrols, rather? There's no patrols with Undine, are there?
There is, but it's a calculated risk if you get them.
Which is what?
You know the Jupiter Gauntlet and Bringers of War?
Yeah?
They have a chance to spawn that particular enemy.
Yeah, Chris, I don't have time for Undine Assault, just because having been out of work now for 4 days, it probably should show up on time, because it's payroll day.
Haven't you automated that process?
No, unfortunately, because it's using 2 different programs no matter what you do. I mean, I can download it from their system into an Excel file and then over to our system, but our system requires a custom-made macro to upload it. So the thing that's critical, and I can do it remotely, is I can put together the 2 spreadsheets and send them off to the payroll company. As long as they get their stuff by 8:30, we get paid.
They're not bothered how you do it, they just want the information.
They want a CSV file on their desk at 8:30 this morning.
Which is not the worst
Oh,
thing
no,
ever.
that's pretty easy. I just have to make sure everything's right, and having been gone all week, it'll be a little challenging.
But you can always ask somebody to help you with that.
No, I can't. We run on a really tight ship, so the person I answer to, the controller, can do it. In fact, she wants to probably I should let her do it this week because I will be in Philly on the next payroll date, or the next time I'm out of town. She would have to do payroll. But and then one of the Vegas trips, she'll have to do payroll.
Yeah, you know one thing? Even with this bug, I'm still hitting like sometimes 100,000 with my torpedoes. You know the trifluoride torpedo?
Yeah.
I'm still hitting just as hard with that. Because what I'm thinking, you know, with the me getting the 12th and the Battle Cruiser bundle,
Yeah.
and yes, I am going to get it. It would make sense if I try and save up a little bit of it, so I can actually, you know, save a little bit of money by in-game actions. What do you think?
Seems reasonable to me. Chris says, wondering when they will fix the radiolithic phaser beam visuals. They were supposed to repair that 3 weeks ago. And while it was on the list of things to be done, I don't think it got done.
But I think the transition is taking bigger priority over...
It is and it isn't. All of the repairs and stuff, they still have people in place to do it. Cryptic hasn't completely given up on everything. But,
Yes.
well, and they won't until the conversion's done. But it does mean training all the people at DECA to do that, and I hope they're reprioritizing a lot of repairs.
They could very easily keep some of the Cryptic team long term.
Well, they'll keep them short term, but Cryptic salaries are considerably higher than DECA salaries because devs in Europe make a lot less money. It's one reason that they did the move is huge savings on that. They'll keep some of the more critical people, and if they choose to leave, I know Thomas has got his resume out there. He hasn't been let go, but I know he's looking, or available, I think was the way he put it.
But I think they've been working under a US umbrella for a long time. Is it a US company?
DECA is not.
Cryptic?
No. Cryptic is US, yes. But
So
now
they've been working under the US payroll system.
Yeah, they still are. Well, Chris, yes, we want Thomas to stay, but they're going to have to be able to pay him what he wants. And I don't know that they're willing to do that. So,
You don't know.
Yeah, you have
You've
to pick.
seen them.
Pardon?
You don't know until they open the negotiations.
I'm sure they're in negotiations already. Thomas is kind of vital. But it's, much as we love Thomas, if he decides he wants to go do something else because of money or any other reason, good for him. I mean, yeah, it hurts us, but you can't live your life for other people. As I'm discovering, you know what? There's things I should have done 40 years ago that I didn't do, and it's a little too late now. So, yeah, be courteous, be thoughtful, be nice to other people. Yeah, I know he's a passionate nerd for Trek. Maybe they can hire him to do ships or something like that, and on a consultant basis, something like that. If they don't,
Or maybe an overviewer.
I don't think that's really his top functionality. I just realized
No,
there's two nails
but
in my wall.
he knows quite a bit about the game.
He does know about the game, but
How much does he actually know?
he knows a lot. So here's what happens at my job, and I think it relates. Every now and then, somebody will come up and say, "Oh, I can help you with this," to which I'll look at them and say, "You make $160,000 a year. Per hour, that's $60, $70. I do not. It's going to be more cost effective for me to do it than for you to do it. You go do your job. I'll do my job, because that's how we maximize our profits." Yeah, Chris says if DECA is European, it is. It's German. Then who knows what will happen with lockboxes and gambling. EU doesn't like these things. I'm all in favor of getting rid of lockboxes and gambling.
But
what?
there's always that chance that it could remain.
It could remain, yes, but there is the potential because of changes in the EU that makes it much, much more difficult to do that. It's getting harder in the States. They really would like to get away with it because it is gambling.
Yeah.
But it would affect a lot of games. But yeah.
And let's be honest, the one thing that's making this game profitable is the lockbox system.
No. What's making this game profitable is buying ships.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay, so here's the problem with it, and we'll make this really short here. Most people buy their lockboxes by getting master keys by trading in their dilithium. This actually is a game limiter because you can only convert X amount of dilithium from ore to dilithium per day, 8,000. Then you have to wait for a couple of weeks on the exchange to have that convert over to Zen, right? So this is something that actually drags down the game. If you're not planning in advance and not ready in advance, you will not have those master keys at the time you want to open boxes if you don't just pay cash for Zen. Make everything purchasable. Oh, DM Kaiju! Thank you. So kind. Yeah, I don't usually buy Zen to get ships. If I have some around, great. The last boxes I opened, though, all those keys I'd picked up during a key sale, which I just paid money for. And I don't mind converting Zen, but I'm not going to do it to buy keys because that might be a time issue. And I did do the promo boxes, but my usual thing with promo boxes is to buy the promo boxes, sell them, and then just buy the ship. Honestly, if you put the Shrike out there for, what's the Zen equivalent, $239, something like that, I'd pay the $239 if it's a ship I really wanted. I wound up with the
that means all the ships in the lot boxes, if they decided to do it, they could add them to the Zen store.
They could add them to the Zen store, yes.
But they would be slightly more expensive.
Do it.
I've got a feeling, it's going to be the lot box tab ships, and effectively they'll be cost a little bit more than the regular tier 6, like 4,000 or 5,000 Zen, I don't know. But they could get away with doing that.
If people want to play lockboxes, then keep the lockboxes at a point where it definitely gives you that value back and no chance of the big ships. So you're going to get your dollar's worth of stuff, whether that is VIP mining claims or mats or something else, but you definitely get dollar for dollar ratio. So it's not a gambling thing anymore. It's just mystery box, and it will be worth at least that. But that way people aren't pinning their hopes on getting really crazy prices. And for those of us who get Zen as a monthly reward, great, then we get that kind of goodies out of it. Anyway, it's 7 o'clock. Thank you, Chris, for saying that, because I do need to go. Even if lockbox equivalent ships cost 6k Zen, it's still guaranteed money count, rather than the risk of people using deal exchanging and not getting money at all. I agree. There's some logistics that need to be worked out if you're going to get rid of the gambling. But if it's the only thing you're getting rid of, there's ways to work around it and turn more profitable and not run any kind of legal risk. Anyway, folks, I need to get to work because I don't really know how long it's going to take me to get to work from here. And dogs don't know this yet, but I'm going to go let them out. And they're going to go out and go, but Mom, what are we doing out here? Oh, we're chasing squirrels. I will not be on tonight. As I said, we are still moving and still unboxing and still setting up, which will probably be for the next couple of weeks. But I will be on tomorrow night, all things being equal. So everyone, have a wonderful day. Thank you to Chris. Thank you to DM Kaiju for the new sub. That's so nice of you. Ashley's very good to see you again. Thank you very much to Chuli. Thanks the great Cornholio and everybody who jumped on at the chat. And Cosmiss Sandtrap, thank you for joining us as well. You guys have a great day. We will see you tomorrow morning. And one of these days, we'll see if the new camera setup works. So take care, everybody. And stay